to the channel. We're back from the Run What You Brung event, which was an awesome event at Cecil County, Maryland this past weekend, the June 23rd weekend. We had awesome things happen, things that I never expected to happen. Like my wife, she drag raced her Camaro for the first time. Her first time went, but the second time seemed to go a lot better than that. So if you haven't seen that video, definitely check it out. It's one of our last videos. And then I drag raced my car, the ZL1, and wasn't too happy about how it went down. Now it did do the fastest mile per hour that it's ever done, but I was expecting for more because we did make quite a few changes before the event, like adding a stage 2 inner chiller upgrade, and also, well, we did add DSX intercooler inlets, but we had to take them off because with the stage 2 inner chiller upgrade from forced inductions, we ended up condensating too much, and that was not going to work out well for the track. And we did not have time to come up with a solution for all the condensation, so we had to just go back to the factory blower inlet, and that was okay. But one of the things that I noticed, and I'm sorry that we have to jump around a little bit without showing you guys the videos because, well, frankly, I didn't have time to compile them, and I'd like to keep on moving us forward. But one of the things that we noticed after doing the stage 2 inner chiller upgrade and adding meth, another video that I haven't put out there yet, was that the car just didn't really cool the way it was supposed to. It cooled when we had the DSX inlets on, which was really nice, except it condensated too much. But once we ended up going back to the LT4 inlet, the factory LT4 inlet, it did not seem to cool as well, and on the dyno we didn't have time. So I had to go to my son's preschool graduation, so I didn't have a lot of time to really go over the car and make sure that it was right before the event. I literally had it on the dyno for a couple pulls and took it right on off, saying this is good enough, this is what's going to have to do, and take it to the event without diagnosing anything, and just hope to God that it ran well. Well, it did not run that well. It did do the fastest mile per hour that it's ever done, 142 on the factory blower, but I was expecting more. I was expecting 144, 145, something like that. What I did notice is that the temperatures were bad. The inner chiller was not working. So we came back to the shop and I said, rip this shit off. This is bullshit. And it turns out I was totally wrong, because what we found out was I made a mistake. Well, not me, Mike. Mike made the mistake. And not really a mistake. We moved the inner chiller unit at my request, thinking that there's a better place to put it, and I do believe it's a better place. But we also learned that when the bumper went back on, it cut part of the insulation, which was at a critical point where the temperatures are controlled. And so once we put the bumper back on, apparently it threw the inner chiller system into a massive cluster, and wasn't really working. It'd get an initial cool down and then stop. And so I was heat soaking like crazy at the track, but it still did okay. I would have had a little bit more high end, maybe a lot more high end, if we did not mess that part up. So we brought it back to the shop, we fixed that. We started adding our secondary fuel system because we're gonna see if we can run some E85.
What the fuck did you do to my car?
I fucking filled the gas tank.
Look at that. That's extra fuel right there. Not
Like right there, but it's like, that leads to extra fuel.
I mean, this leaves extra fuel.
and that leads to it. There's fuel somewhere in there.
That's what we're aiming for. You want the fuel, and that's it. That's how we do it. So that's a hob switch. That's going to activate under boost to activate the low side pump that we're just adding. Finally, we're just adding it. We're over 800 rear wheel horsepower on pump gas alone, and we're going to finally add some more low side so we can see if we can finally take advantage of my flex fuel sensor, which is somewhere back there, and see if we can actually run E85 and make some stupid numbers. Because that's what we want to do. We want to go really, really fast. I wasn't thrilled with how she ran at the Run What You Brung event. Traction was an issue, and the high end was an issue. It still ran faster than it ever did before, but we found out one of our issues there, corrected it, and now we're going to continue and see if we can take that record.
what we're doing right now is we're about ready to go to the track now that we fixed all that. And we have noticed something else. I'm going to show you right now. So down here, kind of looks like that balancer is wobbling pretty good. I don't know if you guys can see that clearly, but we might have an issue.
Loose, I bet that key's broken. Eugene was hanging on the damn thing when I was torquing it.
Yeah, but the motor one the exact same thing happened to the other one.
I mean, it's probably, it's an automatic.
Yeah, it's spinning the motor.
Yeah, but it was like, try and loosen it, see if it comes off.
Like loosen the bolt?
Yeah, I mean, if you can loosen it now, it's backing out already.
I don't think so. No, it's tight. Like it's everything's spinning.
I don't have confidence.
In the
With
single pins
you'd
anymore?
have to take all the belts off and see
Yeah.
if you can move it by hand. Like once I got all the belts off the other one, it was like
Oh, the balancer itself was moving.
basically the key sheared and then it ate the hub a little
Spun
bit.
on the
And the hub loses the battle between the forged crank.
yeah, and the hub.
Doesn't do the crank any favors. But
No. All right.
I just love cars.
I love it. Love it. Like, so much. I love experiencing all this time after time, day after day.
I'm like, why do I do this? And then I still do it. Your car, here's $7 grand. Just,
You know what?
you can take it.
I'm probably still gonna race it tonight because
Okay. I'm gonna put my phone on silent and have fun.
but I'm gonna but I'm definitely gonna trailer. Yes. Yeah.
The trailer has a winch on it, right?
Yeah.
You're good.
Yeah.
Bring the jump box.
Yep. I'm doing the enclosed trailer.
Just FYI, if the key did break, you're only hurting the crank by running it more.
Yep.
Like irreversible damage to the crank.
Okay, so we are gonna find out what the hell is wrong with this. It looks like the ATI hub may have failed. It's either that or there's like a keyway thing that may have failed. I don't know. I'm a little upset because I really want to race it, especially because we found the issue that we created with the inner chiller that kept us from really reaching the potential that we should have seen at the track the other day. So we're gonna have the wife race. I'm going to grab the open trailer and we're gonna hook it up to the Denali, and I'm going to go home and pick up the wife's car and the wife is gonna race again. Ooh, I need my helmet. No, we're gonna go home.
Why do you have the trailer on?
So we can put mommy's race car on. You want to eat dinner where?
At the race track. At the race track.
Oh boy. We're all loaded up, ready to rock. Hopefully, Kristen breaks into the 12s tonight. That'd be cool. So you had so much fun the last time. It's time for round 2.
Something like that.
You gonna break into the 12s tonight?
Maybe. Then if I get kicked out, can we go home?
Yes. So we just got word right as we left. Jim, the owner of Cecil, made an announcement that it's raining there and that the track is now closed. But I didn't see it. So we are pulling up to Cecil right now, and it is beautifully dry out. Like, there's nothing wrong with the conditions right now. Like, it's just fantastic. It's 8 o'clock, but looks like the track is going to be closed. Yep, the track is closed. Yeah, the track is right here, and it's closed. It's closed. See the gate's closed? Yeah, that sucks. Well, family trip to the track turns out to be a bust. Oh well, it is what it is. Don't sweat the small stuff, kids. Son of a bitch! So the track was closed, and we decided to go to Keystone Fireworks, and I think we bought the store. Right, Abs? Can you say boom?
Boom, 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 boom.
Boom! Yeah, we may have gotten a little bit. So we had Owen sitting here. Oh my gosh, there's so much more. So next up on the car, we are going to finish the E85 setup. Now that the inner chiller is working properly, we're going to see, how far we can go there. And we're going to install our trunk tank and get us down to Camaro Fest, where hopefully we are going to kick ass and take names and maybe even sell a couple things there. That would be kind of cool. But if you're going down to Camaro Fest, I will definitely see you there. If you're not going to Camaro Fest, you suck. Adios, guys.